Mr Premier, Minister for Tourism, Mr John Pandazopoulos, Chairman of the Australian Grand Prix Corporation, Mr Ron Walker, board members of the Australian Grand Prix Corporation, sponsor representatives and special guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is David Legge and welcome to the launch of the Formula One Foster's Australian Grand Prix. Well, the people who are going to make it all happen down at Albert Park again are the team at the Australian Grand Prix Corporation. Would you now please welcome the new, and certainly new in the last few months, the Chief Executive of the Australian Grand Prix Corporation, Mr Tim Bamford.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Tim. Fantastic. What a great ad and a great way to kick off the Grand Prix for Foster's. We'll be seeing plenty of it on our TV screens, no doubt about that. It's got me revved up already and we're still 4 months out. Fantastic. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue with what I might call our core business, which of course is the sport of Formula One and also the Australians in it.
40-odd years ago, two Australians took on the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Jack Brabham and Ron Tauranac. Gentlemen, just fantastic to have you here today with us. Ron, firstly to you, you were a revered designer, not only of the great Brabham cars, but also of the Rot racing cars, which made you probably the most prolific creator of open-wheeler racing cars in the world at the time. But you had a little bit of a stint behind the wheel as well, and might have had some success against very young Sir Jack Brabham. Sir Jack, just fantastic memories of those days. You must have so many happy memories of the relationship with Ron, and good old Aussie ingenuity. We took it to the world and we conquered them.
Yep, actually, the 60s, of course, was really the start of the rear engine era and the modern Grand Prix racing as we see it today. That was really the start. I would call it the golden era.
Yeah, motor racing. Ladies and gentlemen, just a fantastic privilege to have these two greats of Grand Prix racing with us today. Would you please thank Sir Jack Brabham and Ron Tauranac. Well, ladies and gentlemen, right there we saw Mark Webber and Sam Michael, two young Australians who hope to be emulating the success of our special guests this morning, Ron Tauranac and Sir Jack Brabham. I might just mention that for their contribution to motor racing, obviously Sir Jack Brabham was awarded a knighthood, obviously, and also an OBE, and Mr Tauranac, of course, was awarded the Order of Australia. We saw on that clip the mighty V8 supercars. And one of the top V8 supercar drivers and a particular friend of the Grand Prix over many years has been Greg Murphy. Would you please welcome him up along with his teammate Rick Kelly. Greg has won Bathurst 4 times now, and that certainly puts him up there with the absolute greats of the sport. Welcome along, gentlemen. Greg, firstly to you. It's been a big year. Just a quick snapshot of your year, starting from the Grand Prix in March and then a win at Bathurst, and well, you're in contention for the championship, which will be decided in a few days' time.
Yeah, we've had an up and down sort of season. Started off very well here at the Grand Prix, obviously a non-championship for our series, but started off with pole position and a win here, which was fantastic, which for me was the first time in a V8 supercar I'd managed to get on the podium. So pretty good way to start the season, which we thought was hopefully going to lead on to a full-on year and a good year for us. I think most of the season was probably a little bit underachieved from where the team thought it would be.
And just great to have you aboard. Would you please thank Greg Murphy and Rick Kelly. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, the moment of truth.
A huge component of the day of the Foster's Australian Grand Prix, of course, is the BMW Celebrity Challenge. This year, or next year, of course, we've got a theme which is the best of the best, and two people who are very quick to snap up their RSVPs without any to do, of course, is Joe Bailey and James Tomkins. Please welcome them along this morning. Well, James, firstly to you, you've had a big year, a gold medal at the BMW Celebrity Challenge at the Foster's Australian Grand Prix in March, and then something else happened.
Some other
then.
little
Of course, the Olympic Games, yes. Yeah, how could I forget? And it'd just be too bad if you could beat him, wouldn't it? I'm sure he'd take it so well, wouldn't he?
He would never live it down for the rest of his life.
Fantastic. Well, look, we just look forward to this part of the Foster's Australian Grand Prix so much, the BMW Celebrity Challenge. Would you please thank our guests James Tomkins and Joe Bailey?
Thank you.
Thank you. At Albert Park in March, we'd like you to please stay and have a coffee with us. But, you know, ladies and gentlemen, it wouldn't be a Grand Prix launch without a final Grand Prix flourish.